What's happening, YouTube? This is Lamari here, bringing you another VGC 14 narrated battle from the June International Challenge. So today's battle, my opponent's team will consist of Mega Kangaskhan, Aegis/, Azumarill, and Salamence. And the team I'm using is consisting of one of the main teams I used in the June International Challenge, which was my mixed Kangaskhan, Bishop, Sableye, and Rotom-Wash. So without further ado, let's get this battle started. So, I will lead off with my Bishop and my Kangaskhan, and my opponent is going to lead off with Azumarill and Salamence, and this pays off for me because I predicted in the team preview that he would indeed lead with Salamence, which works to my Bishop's advantage, activating Defiant for the +1 boost. So I decided to Mega Evolve right away with Kangaskhan, and fake out the Azumarill just to prevent any possible use of superpower, but my opponent makes a good play protecting on the first turn, because obvious fake out is obvious. So here, Bishop is going straight for the Sucker Punch, because I know that I can OHKO the Salamence, except I don't, meaning that my opponent is running 4 defense EVs to actually survive that. Salamence actually has a 6.2% chance to survive a Sucker Punch from Life Orb +1, but he'll take me out with Fire Blast, CCC, and I'll bring in my Rotom-Wash. So at this stage, the Salamence is going to switch out. It's locked into Fire Blast, and it can't do too much to Rotom-Wash. Nor is it the optimal move to obviously use against Kangaskhan, and he'll bring in his Aegis/. So at this stage, I just go for a double edge onto the Azumarill to get damage off, doing a pretty good amount of damage, and it gets my opponent down to his Citrus Berry. But fortunately this turn I did double target the Azumarill, so I'll go for T-Bolt, and that will take it out. So yeah, that's bye-bye Azumarill. So next turn my opponent will bring in his Kangaskhan, so I was like, right, I'm going to withdraw my Kangaskhan, switch in Sableye, predicting a normal move, and we'll play it safe with Rotom-Wash as well, and go for a Protect. So he Mega Evolves, and yeah, so he did indeed target Rotom-Wash, and I did go for Protect, as I already mentioned. And yeah, so it's a pretty safe turn for me. And then Aegis/ goes for the Substitute. So obviously Substitute Aegis/ is beginning to rise a bit in popularity, and obviously with King's Shield there, it can become a bit of a nuisance. So I decided this turn to burn the Kangaskhan with Will-O-Wisp, and yeah, so Kangaskhan will target my Rotom with Return, still doing quite a decent chunk despite the burn. So Rotom-Wash will go for Hydro Pump onto that Kangaskhan, getting off quite a considerable amount of damage, just under half, I believe. So Aegis/ is going to transform into attack mode and go for the Shadow Ball onto my Rotom, leaving my Rotom luckily with 3 HP. So yeah, close shave for Rotom, and that Kangaskhan is going to take burn damage. So Rotom here, there's not much else I can do with it, so I'm just going to go for Protect, and I'm going to taunt that Aegis/. And yeah, the Kangaskhan decides to go for Power Up Punch, but luckily I protected, which is good. So again, the Aegis/ will go for Shadow Ball, and unfortunately we'll get the special defense drop. But at least when the sub breaks, it won't be able to get another one back up, nor will it be able to King Shield if it's running King Shield, or Wide Guard for that matter. I've seen Wide Guard on a few. So yeah, Kangaskhan's just going to take more burn damage, slowly dwindling down. It goes to Power Up Punch and KOs Rotom-Wash. So at this stage, he's just trying to make the best of the worst case scenario, which is, there's not much he can do with his burn. So at this stage, it's a 2-3 lead to my opponent. So and I will knock off the Aegis/ to get rid of the sub, and he went for the Sacred Sword. So I was quite surprised he did that. I don't know if there was a misclick or what was going on my opponent's part. So at this stage, it's my is my Kangaskhan and my Sableye, obviously. So his Kangaskhan is going to go for Sucker Punch, and onto my Kangaskhan, and it will dwindle me down a little bit. So I reveal here that I have Fire Blast and attack the Eggy Slash, especially in the attack form. It should take it out, and I get a crit on the second hit. I don't think it mattered. So yeah, at this stage, it's just his Kangaskhan and Salamence on low health. Oh no, sorry, I knock out the Kangaskhan with the knockoff at a pretty decent range. So now it's just that Salamence left. So essentially I got this game in the bag. So he will bring out his Salamence, and yeah, it's just coming into die at this stage. So he will go for the Draco Meteor onto my Kangaskhan, and it will knock out Kangaskhan, but essentially at this stage it doesn't matter because he can only target one Pokemon. And Sableye will finish off the Salamence with the knockoff, and obviously it was indeed holding the Choice Scarf, which Salamence always commonly carries. So yeah, that will be the game. Thank you for watching. My schedule may change a little bit in future, just depends on how busy I get in real life. I think I mentioned that in another video, but I also, obviously, I want some time to prepare for a Nationals VGC tournament coming up here in Australia, which will be in Melbourne, which I'll be attending. So, yeah, until next time, take care.